Hey YouTube, Moose Cow here. I'm back with another exciting recap of our game of Axis and Allies 1940 Global with certain mods that we are playtesting. And as you can see, we played a solid round from all of round 10. And as you can see, there's one less nation on the board, so you can take a guess as to what happened there. So here's our casualty bin. This is probably the busiest. This is probably the busiest that this graveyard bowl has ever been. If I may be completely honest. And then panning out from there, you'll see why Calcutta is now Japanese controlled. So that's fun. Fun for Rick. Put up a hell of a fight with Calcutta, knocked out a ton of infantry and a ton of mech. Didn't knock out any of his aircraft with our AAA, but anyway, that's the story right there. On to the rest of the board, though. Okay, let me just get a little bit more mobile. Okay, Germany. Germany does various bits of combat on the Eastern Front once more. They took Stalingrad, and then he took a ton of units into Caucasus. So he attacked the French and the last of the French units minus the fighter, which was taken out in India, and so France has been wiped off the map. And the two ANZAC units were also from Egypt were also knocked out over there. So my fears have come true, and he's either going to send this back up to Russia because he'll probably have to, or he'll take this out. Either way, the Axis are going to. One of the Axis members is going to come in here. I don't know, maybe Japan might not be able to build it up enough if they have to go elsewhere. But if Germany sends all this down here, that's a bunch of stuff that could be used against Russia still. Russia, oh man. Mike has been having some awesome rolls for interceptors and AAA in Moscow here. So once again, Germany did another bombing run, and the fighters did not intercept when Germany did the bombing run because they brought along a fighter. So it was two bombers and a fighter, and Russia was able to knock out one of the strategic bombers. So he has one left from a force of 5 originally a few turns back. Then Japan tried to do a second wave of bombing. And so because it was 2 against 2, he felt confident to intercept. The interceptors knocked out one strategic bomber. The AAA knocked out for the factory knocked out another. Jesus, that's awesome. That's awesome. Going on from there, I have my roommate playing video games in the background. If you hear him. Going on from there, Germany sent a destroyer, sent their navy from 113. They sent their navy back over here to 115, and they sent a destroyer and knocked out the Soviet submarine, the last Soviet naval unit, up in 125. As you can see, America rebutted, knocked out the destroyer, and then also took Norway while they were at it. But enough of, I'll get back to America in a second. Russia took out units in Bryansk and Tambov. The Germans put up a hell of a fight in Tambov. He didn't go in there strong enough per se, but yeah, Tambov was a nice battleground. Bryansk, he got a few Russian infantry, but that was about it. And then elsewhere, I think there might have been a battle in Belarus as well. I forget. Archangel's looking kind of wide open. I'll just go mobile for now. The Japanese blitzed through over here and took out Soviet Far East. The Mongolians made their way from Yakut to Burantia, if I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, apologies. But this is what it's looking like right now. Russia's slowly being bled dry, but Germany's having to pour all their effort against them. Caucasus is what he does with that is going to be a hell of a curveball either way. Over here, now we'll go on from there. Spain, sensing the American advance, backpedaled into southern France, leaving one unit behind who was completely swarmed. And then America built a strategic bomber and 2 tanks in southern Spain and built another complex in northern Spain. So right now, America has 3 complexes on the planet, sorry, not the planet, on the continent, 3 complexes on the continent of Europe, and they're not even in like the out-of-box area yet. So that's looking nice for America. On top of that, America took out Norway, sent our battleship and a super sub up there. Oh, speaking of super subs, we had another breakthrough. We had 2 breakthroughs actually this round. America got jet fighters. The UK, he's been rolling for the UK, and so far he's only gotten improved shipyards. I got backwards. He had jet fighters for a while. Now the UK also has improved shipyards. Holy shit. But is that too little too late? Well, with this. Oh man, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Anyway. Oh boy. Oh boy. He backed up most of his navy from 80 to 81. I can never remember what the numbers are. Let's see. America building another sub, getting more transports over there. We got a lot of units on northern Spain and southern Spain, or central Spain, I'll say. Just Spain. It's just Spain, but we got southern Spain, northern Spain, and Spain. Kind of like France and southern France and yada yada yada. Anyway, the UK did take out northern Italy again. The Italians took it back, so there are 3 Italian infantry wiped out there. They also took out walked into Yugoslavia and took that. Let's see what else. Kind of going all over the place right now. Okay, ANZAC fortifies, builds another transport and destroyer. America brings more naval units over from Argentina, over 254. More air units flying to the Caroline Islands from ANZAC. Other air units flying to, oh my God, Iwo Jima. We've had a lot of little skirmishes in the UK. I'm all over the place, tired. We've had a lot of skirmishes in the Pacific this game, and a whole series of destroyer and sub fights. There's several destroyers, a cruiser, one sub, 3 aircraft carriers, 1 aircraft carrier moved to 31 instead. More super subs and a destroyer on the way. Got a lot of fighting in here. He had to go back he had to take his Navy unit that was over here, I believe. Sent it to Japan. He was not able to break through in combat, so there were 2 subs there. They got to roll against him. Oh yeah, that convoy is no longer disrupted. This convoy is disrupted once more, though. But yeah, Iwo Jima's landed on, so we have a foothold. We have a foothold to bomb Japan with right now. I'll see how that goes. we're not actually playing with the atomic bomb, but I couldn't resist putting one of these new HBG markers on a bomber over here. So not playing with that, but just a little visual funsies thing. All right. Mainland China looking fairly barren. But all this madness over here. All right. Well, we lost Calcutta, but we put up a hell of a fight. Took out a lot of his infantry. Like I said, a lot of his infantry, a lot of mech, a lot of other good stuff in here. France is eliminated for the time being, at least. Oh boy. All right. Well, we might be able to play tomorrow. We cannot play tomorrow evening. I have plans with some other friends. But the following day we'll definitely play for sure, possibly during the afternoon. It's actually Rick's birthday, on Friday. Preemptive happy birthday, Rick. You've been a great, worthy adversary as always. So playing with you with these mods has been a joy. It's been an uphill battle for him. We've long been in agreement that it's an Axis favored game if the Axis player knows what they're doing. What we've been doing definitely lopsides it in the other direction. Axis still has a chance because in order for him to get a Japanese Pacific victory, he's got to take either ANZAC or Honolulu. I don't see Honolulu happening anytime soon. ANZAC's regrouped, maybe laid a trap. We'll see. He only has 3 transports over there, and he's got 1 transport up here, so I don't think that's enough to get to ANZAC in time. Not yet, at least. He has bigger fish to fry elsewhere, so to speak. Yeah, I didn't take the Philippines. I was tempted to, but I'm convoy disrupting it, so that's fun. Everything gradually moves on this board. All right. All right, well, until next time, guys. I'll be back in with another recap as soon as possible. Yeah, a lot of casualties. All right. Until then, take it easy, and remember, roll your dice better.